Rivers, you.
Okay, so how many of you in this room have ever felt overwhelmed by homework or a homework load? Feel like you've had way too much homework. Okay, all right. You're all in the same boat. Who participates in extracurricular activities? Outside of school, it can be sports or drama or anything that's outside of school. Okay, so I'm sure we all agree that it's sometimes hard to balance schoolwork and outside time, and we don't always have a lot of time to get everything done for school. And I know personally, myself and others in this year too are feeling stressed with some dual classes that we're taking, and it requires a lot of outside studying time, and so we don't always have that time because of school classes, our normal high school schedule, extracurricular activities, and stuff on weekends. So one solution that people have proposed is making weekends 3 days long. So taking an extra day out of the week and making it a weekend. That's exciting for me. I think that that would be awesome. But a lot of people consider that concept to be kind of lazy, and they think that those who want a 3-day weekend are just, they don't like school, they don't want to go to school another day, and so they're just complaining about it. However, there is actually a lot of evidence suggesting that it is beneficial to students' mental, emotional, physical health, and it also increases productivity in the school system. So that's what I'm here to talk about today, are 3-day weekends. All right, now, I cannot count the number of times I have looked over in class and seen somebody, myself, I haven't looked over at myself, but I'm also guilty of this, but somebody look like this.
Seth Schaefer on the left.
Yeah, honestly,
I have. I've seen you not off. Go back.
Okay. So having an extra day in the weekend will give students extra time for more recovery from their stressful week. So it's less anxiety, more time for rest. It is good for the mental health. It gives people more energy if they get more rest or if they have an extra day of coping. It increases confidence. If you're rested and you're energetic, then and also increases better performance, which I will touch on later. Also, physical health. So if you're less stressed out, you have a lower heart rate, your blood pressure is lower, which I guess doesn't really affect us right now, but if we're stressed now, then we'll probably be stressed later in life. And also, growth is really important for people our age, students our age, and so sleep is really, really, really important. And teens need, well, they're recommended to have between 8 to 10 hours of sleep each night, and it is pretty critical to brain development.
I wanted just to ask a little quick poll. Raise your hand if you get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep every night.
I'm lucky if I get 6.
Yeah. Well,
Just curious.
a survey by the sleepfoundation.org found that almost 70% of teens are not getting recommended sleep,
I believe that.
and this can lead to also like troubling behavior with drugs and alcohol abuse and especially if they're stressed out. So, if you're more rested and healthier, you have more energy, pay better attention in school, less falling asleep in class, it can increase the productivity of students. You have better quality of work if you're better rested. There was an experiment. Okay, so the Harvard Business Review Post article stated that in the 19th century, when organized labor first compelled factory owners to limit work days, management discovered that the output actually increased. So some students and some researchers from Harvard, they decided to put that to an experiment, and it is the Harvard Business Experiment. It didn't really have a name, but I named it that because they're from Harvard and they're in the business department. So the researchers at Harvard decided to try, recently in the 21st century, this experiment. They tried it on a consulting firm in Boston. They took the employees and they forced them to take an extra day off work every week for about 5 months. and there was shown drastic improvements in the service from the teams who took time off compared to teams who worked 50 plus hours a week. Now, this isn't school, but I think that it directly correlates to better work, better performance in classrooms. Also, having an extra day and having more rest encourages students because there's more time for them to finish their homework. They have more time at home to study for classes, and then they feel better, feel more prepared for those classes. The last thing I'd like to touch on is that it allows for more time at home with your family and your pets. Students are really busy nowadays. They don't have a lot of time to spend with their family and animals at home or friends, and it can be really encouraging and motivating for them, especially before they leave for college. Students in high school, they are really busy, and having more quality time at home with their family is good before they leave for college and are away from their family for most of the year. So, in conclusion, adding an extra day to the weekend would be really beneficial for students' health. They would be kinder, more polite people. They would be more energetic in school. They would get more work done, be more productive, and more excited about learning, at least. So, more quality, and they would also have more quality time at home with their friends and their pets. So, it's good for everybody.
Well done.